morning! Today we're going to make one of my favorite summertime dishes. It's tabboulih. It's a Middle Eastern sort of salad. It's a summer dish to me because of the tomatoes and cucumbers. Jess from Roots and Refuge Farm, she says store-bought tomatoes taste like disappointment, and I think that is just spot on. So that's why it's a summer dish for me, because then you can use your farmer's market tomatoes, your garden tomatoes, and cucumbers. Traditionally, tabboulih is made with bulgur wheat. I prefer quinoa. I think it tastes better and it's also gluten-free, but it definitely tastes better to me. You can make a bowl of it and then eat on it all week long. So it's a great meal prep item for your weekly meal prep. All right, so we're gonna start with, this is 2 cups of quinoa, and this is 3 cups of water. We're gonna stir it up to prevent sticking. And then we're gonna set this for 3 minutes. Okay, we're just going to peel these cucumbers and chop them up. My dog loves cucumbers. As soon as she smells me chopping cucumbers, she's right there because she loves these, one of her favorite things. So these are for her. All right, this bowl may not be big enough. I think it is. So we may switch bowls later on, but we're just gonna transfer all the stuff we chopped to the bowl. Okay, now we've got this tomato. I really pushed my luck with this tomato. Had it for a long time. It smells good, it smells fine. Nice organic tomato. It's probably just gonna be not ideal, but I got some from the garden that we're gonna add to it, so we'll be okay. We are going to salt and pepper. I really love pepper with tomatoes. Do you guys use these? This is OXO. They feel so good in your hand. I have a few in different shapes. Highly recommend. I'll link below. Okay, so I've got this lemon that has already been used for zest. And we're gonna add this. I also have I like my tabboulih really lemony. I should have added some zest to it, actually. I like it really lemony. So we may be adding some of that too. And the lemon juice is just gonna hang out with the vegetables and make everything kind of marinate in lemony goodness. It smells really good. And it's about to smell even better. Because now we're gonna add this whole thing of parsley. Maybe I'll just save a tiny bit. If you store your parsley like this in the fridge in water, all my herbs I do that with, seems to give them longevity. So we'll save this. Maybe we'll do a pasta later with that. I'm using Italian parsley, but you can also use the curly kind. It doesn't really matter. Okay, the other thing, if you have it, it's really nice to add mint. So we're gonna go out to the garden and we're gonna get some mint. Isn't this just so pretty? Oh, I just think it's so fresh and lovely. Okay, now we're gonna chop up this mint. My mint plant got too hot and didn't do so well, so I didn't grab that much. You can put as much or as little as you like. And it works fine without the mint, but I think it really, really adds a dimension to this. It makes it more refreshing when you have the mint. I really wish you could smell this. Oh, it smells amazing. Okay, so look how beautiful the quinoa turned out. It's gorgeous, right? It's fluffy and yummy. It's still warm, but I am so hungry that I'm gonna add it to our stuff now so that I can eat. Okay, now I'm gonna do something that's optional. I'm going to add some olive oil. Use your own judgment depending on whatever plan you're doing. I'll tell you why I'm doing this. I got on the scale this morning and I lost even more weight. So I'm down like 10 pounds since January, since I started this whole thing in January. I do not want to lose any more weight. I really didn't want to lose any weight at all. I was very happy with my weight in January. So it's so funny that I'm even saying these words because 20 years ago, I would have been so happy with this, but I don't want to lose any more weight. And so I'm going to start adding, basically I've been eating more nuts and seeds, but olive oil. So I've heard Dr. Goldner say, and don't hold me to this because maybe she changed her mind after she said this. I don't remember how long ago I saw this video, but I've heard her say that olive oil wasn't as inflammatory or inflammatory. She found that it wasn't. So I'm going with that. And I know a lot of people are okay with olive oil. So this is organic olive oil. I'm gonna add maybe less than a teaspoon, just a few drops in here for flavor. Again, use your own judgment. You probably don't wanna do this if you're trying to lose weight or if you're on McDougall or Esselstyn, something like that. But we're gonna do it a little bit. Okay, that's all, just a little bit. People are so funny about fats. They either are, you know, like anti-fat or they're pro-fat. It's very strange. So I'm just gonna add a little bit for that flavor and because I'm not trying to lose weight. The irony is just crazy to me because, you know, when I was really young, it was very difficult to lose weight because I didn't have the tools I have now. I didn't know what I know now. This is the theory behind why you don't want to eat oil. It's a highly processed food that doesn't have any nutrition in it. It's not really adding nutrition, and I'm trying to maximize my food to be the most nutritious for me. So I'm still not doing the oil, but in a case like this, when it's tabbouleh, normally I would add the oil. I'm gonna add a little bit, just for flavor. All right, now we're gonna add our quinoa. I like quinoa, it's my favorite grain. I like it better than rice. I think it's so delicious. So taboulih's Middle Eastern, so I like to have Middle Eastern-y things with it. I like to, well, it's really great, just plain. I totally eat it plain, but I'm so hungry now. So I'm gonna have this, and I got some hummus out of the freezer. This is my homemade hummus. Looks like it's gonna be fine. Some Kalamata olives, these are my favorite. And then, if you wanna splurge, so this is totally processed, but maybe you're gonna make a beautiful little board for company or something and you wanna have something like this. I love these. These are gluten-free. Gluten-free, they're made with almond flour. They're really delicious and you can dip that in the hummus and eat your little olives and whatever other vegetables you put out in this, and it makes a really nice meal. This is where you're gonna do a little taste test and then you're gonna add salt and pepper accordingly. Okay, let's see. I haven't had this in so long. It is so good. I like lots of salt. I'm gonna add more salt. I know a lot of people are not into the salt or avoiding salt, so you do you. I use Redmond real salt. It's fantastic. And this is also where you could add some more lemon juice. The longer it's in the fridge, the better it gets because the flavors mingle. And this is kind of warm, so it's not even ideal. It still tastes awesome. All right, so I'm gonna go eat this yummy food. I put a little smoked paprika on top of my hummus. I got my Kalamata olives, I got my awesome tabbouleh, and I might even splurge and have some of these gluten-free almond flour crackers to go with it. Use your own judgment. If you're not in the place to do that, then obviously you skip this part. This is awesome. So this is how I usually eat it. I just happen to have those on hand, so I'm having a treat today. And this is what they look like. They're really pretty. I like the roasted red pepper pita. So let's try. And then just put a little hummus. I hope you guys like this recipe. I hope you make it part of your summer. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I adore you. Happy healing.